Good morning, football fans. I hope y'all excited because today is the damn day. NFL has returned. Thursday night, we got a memorable one. Oh my gosh, if you guys did not watch that thing from start to finish, I'm sorry. And I'm talking about if you didn't DVR the damn game and watch it later, if you couldn't watch it during actual prime time, because it was a good one. My goodness, the Lions, the Motor City Kitties, if you will, sent them Chiefs packing. Oh, I'm sorry, wait, they were already home. Anyway, they make house calls, and they got it done. Beautiful game there. And should the Chiefs be scared? I mean, it's game one, so I don't think anybody should be scared. Not even my horrible Raiders. But I will say this. This season, I mean, the college season has been crazy enough, right? The college season has been absolutely insane. So if you haven't been watching college football, what's wrong with you, number one? But number two thing, I got to tell you this. The NFL season, to me, that's just a little indicator that there's something funky in the air. The NFL season, the college season brought something crazy. And, well, the Lions getting it done on Thursday night, I feel is the tip of the iceberg. And I'm talking about the little tiny tip, man. There's a giant underneath that water, and I'm ready for it. I hope y'all ready for it, too. And that's what we're hoping for today, y'all. So, here we are on a beautiful Sunday morning. The coffee, I don't know which way is that. The coffee is brewing. I'm about to get my cup right now. I got the I almost like Jurassic 5. I got the Jurassic Park cup ready to sip, and we're about to talk some football, man. It's going to be a good show today. I hope y'all are excited. We are 2 hours away from kickoff. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready to have some fun because we are going to get down. I got a great co-host today. I got another one joining me, joining both of us in just a bit. And ladies and gentlemen, do you smell it? It's like Bo Jackson said in his football life. Do you smell it? Football is in the air. Football is here. Set your fantasy teams. Get your picks in. Get your nachos, your wings, your pizza, your chicken, whatever you got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio. Your directly for all that is sports. Welcome, football fans. You guys, it's here. I mean, it's here. We've been waiting for this. As I always say, guys, we wait for this day the minute, and I'm talking about not even. We're in the last minute of the Super Bowl, we're waiting for this day. This is how it is, guys. I'm over here with stuff all over me. Yeah, y'all, we just we wait for this all year long. And what can I say, y'all? This is what we do. We love football, and you know what? It's what we do. And I am so excited to be here, y'all, in this new entirely rebranded version of 3 and Out. So I hope you're excited, y'all. It's IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. You can't get away from it. It's all over the place over here. So, know who's bringing it to you and know what's up, y'all. So here we go, ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to bring my co-host on today. For the next hour, we're going to be picking and talking. Oh, wait, but was I going to say that on air? I'm sorry. We're going to be picking those winners that we feel is going to happen today. We may give a little bit of fantasy advice. I don't know, maybe not. I've never really done that, but I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to do that maybe. And of course, we're going to recap last night's game. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Texas. What a game that was. But we're going to be talking about Thursday Night Football. We're going to be getting all into it for this next hour. So hope you're along for the ride. Let's rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, welcoming my guest for the day, man. He is diehard Cowboy fan. He is all the way from the DFW, ladies and gentlemen. He is the host of our DFW show here on IE Sports Radio, the heart of Texas sports, or as he likes to call it, HOTS. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy Drewski. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
What's good, man? It's NFL Sunday, baby. It's week one. Hey, it's early in the morning. I ain't had nothing to drink now in Texas. You know, the liquor stores do make you wait till 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get too animated. But I done had me some good herbal tea, so we're in the mood. We got that little natural energy boost, and we just ready to, kick off this tradition in America of NFL Week 1 Sunday, man. How you doing, Larry B?
Brother, I am great, man. It's great to see you here. This is it, man. It's time. It's time. Like, this is what we've been waiting for, man. We've been waiting for this. Happy football day, man. Big ups to our boy in the chat room, man. Mr. Adam Karnick. He is the host of our Chicago or Illinois really sports show, Chi-Town Weekly, man. He's got a lot to talk about tomorrow, I know for a fact, man. But good stuff, by the way, man. Yesterday, Division III, Wheaton, really good job, man. By the way, that team they had a hell of a game. Defeating number 19 Oshkosh, Wisconsin Oshkosh. They got a nice victory there. So our boy Adam Karnick, man, this guy covers everything in Chicago, man. So I love it. Right. And glad to have him. Of course, he says here, good morning. Chiefs should absolutely not be scared. Okay. I mean,
I actually agree with him.
Nobody should be scared. It's week 1, man.
It's just week 1. It's just week 1.
No one should be scared unless you're Alabama. Unless you're Alabama, because you already know if you don't go undefeated in this really horrible brand of college football we have nowadays, if you don't go undefeated, you're probably not going nowhere. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. They're the SEC and there's a bias.
Big bias.
They can lose 7 games and still get in. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Anyway, but regardless, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Someone mad at me? Am I speaking the truth or not? Anyway, let's see here. Also, Adam Karnick says, Drewski, I want to pick the Cowboys tonight, but Mike McCarthy scares the ever-living crap out of me as a coach. Help me get past the hump. Well, this man is here today for you, Adam. I brought him in. He is a special. He's MD, PhD, and OPP. he's got it all.
Know me.
he's got it all today. He's gonna help you with your issue today. So maybe we'll talk about that. So I'm sorry I had to do that, baby. Remember that Fresh Prince episode?
Yes, sir.
He said our next contestant is a brain surgeon. Good old Jazz, man. I'm sorry. He said MD, PhD, and OPP. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's a classic show right there.
It really is, brother. So, man, with that said, before we do anything, but how the heck are you, man? How you doing today, brother?
Doing awesome, man. Anytime football is in the air, it's always a beautiful thing. Last night, I'm telling you, from college football standpoint, you got up and watched College Game Day from like 8 o'clock, and then you basically watched all the games, even into the West Coast games, basically all the way to about 1:30. It was a great day to actually be lazy and just watch some football.
It was, man. It was a beautiful day, man. I felt like Mr. Rogers, man. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Real quick, brother, before we get into anything, man, how about them Longhorns, man? I know that's not necessarily, and I know I'm tagging you guys in Texas stuff, but it's kind of funny because it's weird. Texas is this thing, looks like a fox upside down running or something. I don't know, but you got the DFW here in Houston here. And then there's this big old space just over here somewhere. And there's this teams here and there. So it's kind of funny. It's like if you split it in half, I guess, you and J-Man, the host of our Houston show, I don't know how this is going to work. But anyway, I guess tag Ellen anyway. Regardless, I know Austin is much closer, or at least somewhat closer to Houston. Regardless, man, the Hook'em Horns, man, how about that game?
Whoa, I mean, that was a game that – and if you looked at last year's game when Alabama – visited Austin, you could kind of tell that Steve Sarkisian really had the Texas Longhorns really prepared to play a Nick Saban team. It just came down to this year. They ended up putting it all together, and I just think Alabama's still a good team, but they have a lot of question marks on their offensive line, offensive playmakers, and, of course, the trigger man. So that's something that Nick Saban got to figure out, but props to Texas, no lie. They took that game. They didn't beat themselves. And they just look like the better team, better prepared team. And that's something that you rarely say with a team that goes against a Nick Saban team, being more prepared and having a better game plan. So big ups to Texas and Steve Sarkisian for sure.
100%, brother. No, I'm with you, man. So I'm excited, man. I know we're just getting into everything here, but anyway, brother. So with that said, man, welcome everybody for just tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all so very much. Welcome here to, of course, our show here today, 3 and Out, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports show with love. We are brought to you by the official beef jerky of IE Sports Radio, Planet Jerky. If you haven't got a bag of this yet, right here, this stuff is delicious. This stuff is amazing. If you haven't got a bag of this yet, go ahead, head on over to planetjerky.net to hook you up. Delicious jerky, man. Delicious premium brisket jerky. Planet Jerky, y'all. The jerky that's on a whole other planet. So with that said, y'all, big ups, of course. This show here, it's just getting delivered by that delicious jerky. And today, we're going to be delivering you all kinds of fun. So here we go, man. What was it? What is that? 6'1"? Now tons of fun. I'm sorry.
But, man, taking them back. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm on one today, man. It's football, man. It's football day. So here we go, man. I wish I was 6'1", man. That sucks,
I wish
man.
too.
I'm
Good Lord.
I'm
shorter. Shoot, what you
Man, when I played the NCAA, brother, I looked like I was like the little brother out there with the rest of the defense. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's like 8'9", you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. But anyway, brother. So here we go, man. Let's do the damn thing and get on into today. So, let's get into the recap. So real quick, man, I know you have a bone to pick with Thursday night's game. You were telling me right now, and I can't wait for you to let it on out, man. I need for you to let us know, brother. Talk to us. How about this game? Look, we all know Thursday night, this game right here, this happened. This right here, it happened. And, let's just call a spade a spade. The Lions came to play football the same way that Texas last night came to play football. It doesn't mean that the Chiefs didn't come to play football or Alabama, but the better team won. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't say nothing about it. No one can say anything. And I get it. Okay, no Kelsey. That was hard. I understand that. I get it when you're down somebody. Can we not forget about Gilmore that was not on the defense for the Lions? That's a major piece of that defense. So what I'm saying is nobody go ahead and talk no head. Because I don't know, I wouldn't say it's equal, player to player, who was who missing. But I will say, look, man, if you don't got one block in Jenga, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, sometimes it's going to fall. Somehow the Lions made theirs stand up. Regardless, it was a fun game, man. The Lions pulled this thing off. And I'm very happy for these Lions, man. They look, man, Dan Campbell he's just been trying. Man, remember, what do you call it? What's his name, man? The comedian, man. Cat.
I got you back.
Cat Williams said, you tried again. It's the truth, man. Think about it.
Don't work.
Exactly, man. And Dan Campbell's been trying like that, man. And hell of a victory, man. That is a big time victory for him. Talk about this game, man. What did you take away from it? What did you like? And please let us know your bone you're picking.
So looking back at that game, I mean, you're absolutely right. There's going to be injuries in the NFL, so you can say this, hypothetically this, and this matters, but that's why they signed 53 men to the roster. They have backups for a reason. It's up to the organization to make sure they put the best players out there that they can do. So both teams are at a disadvantage. But, I mean, one thing I will take away from the Chiefs, if you're a Chiefs fan, I wouldn't be too upset about that because if you look at the game within the game is always simple, as we say. It comes down to blocking, tackling, and taking care of the football and special teams. What happened for the Chiefs is they did not take care of the football. They ended up turning over the ball a couple times, one that went for a pick six that ended up ultimately being the difference in the game. So you just look at the small details in a game that has about 75 snaps. It's about 5 of them that really make a difference. And unfortunately, the Chiefs made 2 critical mistakes, and give credit to the Lions. They capitalized. If this was the old Lions, it probably wouldn't have made a difference. But you got to give props to the team that don't make the mistake and capitalize off the other team's mistakes. So big shots out to the Lions right there. But if you're the Chiefs, you're still good. You're still in good great position to have a great season. Just got to get healthy. Now, my bone to pick, the bone that I have to pick, you should already know. Now, look, this is not, I'm trying to, pin this against this, but all we're saying is Dak did throw a lot of interceptions last year. This is nothing to, refute. But we all know that man had at least about 4 to 6 passes that came off his receiver's hands into the defender's hands that counted as interceptions. Now, hey, you can call it what you want. It may be bad decision, but all I know is when your boy Pat Mahomes, who, by the way, played down here in Lubbock, down there in Lubbock at Texas Tech, shout out to his Red Raiders, as they did have a tough fall last night against Oregon. But you saw that pass come up off his receiver's hand. I think it was Tony, whoever is from Florida. I mean, I don't know if he'll be there that much longer. But to drop a pass like that and to go in the defender's hands and watch it go pick six, all I saw down the timeline on X was Patrick Mahomes needs some help. Patrick Mahomes needs some help. But when the Cowboys played the Jaguars last year and they lost in overtime because of a pick six that went off of Noah Brown's hand, it was, he's not accurate. He should have threw the ball better. How better can you throw the ball when it hits your receiver in the hands? In the hands, the worst spot that it can hit a receiver. In his hands, and it go into another defender's hand for them to go back to a pick six. All I'm saying is, look, let's just call it what it is. You can't just be killing Dak because he has this star on him. He's a Cowboy quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is by far a way better quarterback. He does have 2 Super Bowls. I guess the leash is longer with him, but call a spade, like you said, Larry B. Call it what it is. That wasn't his fault. Same thing I've seen with Dak happen good several times. A lot of those weren't his fault. So let's start putting more onus on the targeted receivers in a lot of this, because sometimes you can't be as accurate as you want to. You can't throw it in a perfect spot. More of the perfect spots is getting it away from the defender where you can make the play. Now it's up to the receiver. Now, if it hits you in your hands where you make the money at, then hey, man, that is your problem, not the quarterback. So that's my bone I had to pick with that on the X social media world.
Tell him, Drewski. Man, you got cats in the chat, man. Check out our boy Adam Cardick, man. So as a Bears fan, I will say the Chiefs play caller is definitely something they do or they have to overcome. Okay. You take this one first, Drewski.
I mean, anytime you have change going into, when the organizations that do have more cohesiveness within their organization, from the coaching staff and to player personnel, they normally do come out a little bit more well-oiled function. Yeah. The only difference I can say in this situation is the 2 mainstays, even though you lost your play caller, your 2 mainstays is your head coach and your quarterback, which they two are going hand in hand. They, their father, their son, they're going everywhere. It's just the 2 of them. So that's where I would kind of argue Patrick Mahomes, I'm holding him to a highest level because he's ultimately the best quarterback in the league. This is everything that people do against Dak. So I'm just kind of refuting it back. Play calling does matter, but you got Andy Reid, who's one of the best in the business, and you got the best quarterback in the league. They just didn't get it done. Their receiver corps just really let them down. They turned over the ball. When you turn over the ball and the other team doesn't and they capitalize over it, that's football 1-on-1. That's just normally how you get beat.
That's it. And look at this, man. Look at this chat right here. It says, great point, Drewski. The Chiefs made mistakes, but the Lions actually took advantage of them for once. And we're talking about a Bears fan right here, man. Him and the Bears they're not friends. But I'll tell you, man, this was just a big victory here for these guys. And when it comes down to it, man, to go back to this, I don't understand it. There was a lot. Andy's usually on his stuff, man. And I'm not going to say anything bad about anybody. They got beat, man. They got beat. There were times where I don't care if I was playing in high school. There were times in junior college, and there were times, at the higher up level where you got beat, man. And it sucks because you look at that scoreboard and you're sitting there like, gosh damn it, man. Like, I just poured... I did a 40-hour work week on this, man. Look at this. It's a loss. And so now what do I got to do? I got to go down the line, or I got to go out. I got to shake these hands. I got to tell coach he had a good game. I got to look at the dude that I faced all damn game and tell him he had a good game. Wish them the best in their season, and then I got to after the soon as we're done shaking hands, man, I got to say, all right, next week, somebody's on the clock. Who is it? So and so's on the clock. So I mean, that's what you do. It's football, man. What do they say? Short term memory. I mean, am I right, Drewski?
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what I mean,
sir.
brother? Like it's just.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's short-term memory. Everything you can't win the season and you can't lose the season in one game. So you just take it one game at a time and just try to put your best foot forward and just try to come up with the best outcome. And whatever the outcome is, you get ready for the next week and just try to be better. That's just the name of the game.
That's all you do, man. So I mean, at the end of the day, look, man, they got. That's it, man. There's been times where I didn't even want to admit it. Oh man, whatever. And then on that drive home, I'm like, man, I should be making these damn excuses, man. You know what I mean? It's hard, man. It's hard. It really is. It's But once again, man, 0-1 ain't gonna kill you. 0-1 isn't gonna, like I said, this isn't the college game. This isn't that horrible system that we have in D1 single A, where if you don't go undefeated, you're not getting in. So I mean, so at the end of the day, this is the NFL. Okay, congratulations. You played a hell of a game. You got a loss. Chiefs, you got a victory. Lions. So the same exact way that it goes for the Chiefs, that it's not going to kill their season, the Lions, this ain't going to make their season either. Okay, there's no committee talking about, they beat the Chiefs in week 1. Nah, man, if you lose the next 8 games, you're probably not going. I mean, you know what I mean? So you got to go to work. You got to put on, as Prime said, and man, I'll tell you right now, I keep dipping into the college game, but oh my gosh, man, I hope Colorado wins a national championship. I don't care. I am so with Prime right now. Like I love this dude, man. Like,
man, it is definitely hard to root against Prime, and like I said, especially on my last episode, man, to watch him do it with his sons from the youth league all the way at Trinity Christian, right down the road over here. I mean, this is something that you foresaw coming, especially with his sons. I mean, you just seen how they just believe in the way they commit themselves to just being the best. So much props to Prime right there for sure.
Mad props, man. But I love what he said, man. I remember seeing that clip. I know you saw it with the overalls on. He talks about going to work. I love that, man. He's like, so what do you associate going to work with? He says, these overalls, you think of these farmers. You think people that are out there in the fields, people like he's going to work. He says, what did he say about his stepfather? He's saying like, oh, well, I know that every single time I saw him in a certain outfit and a certain, his get up for work, I knew he was going to work. If he was dressing anything else, I knew he wasn't going to work. But there was one thing that always stood out to me that I was saying, he's going to work because I know he's wearing that. And that's exactly what it should be, man. So if you don't go to work, I don't care what this game was or what it wasn't for either team, you're not getting in at the end of the year. So I like that, man. So you got to work, and that's all there is to it, brother. So what a great way to start the season off, man. So real quick, man, not to sit here on this damn topic forever, but real quick, man, finishing thoughts on this game, man. What does this mean in your opinion right now for both these teams moving forward?
As far as Chiefs and Lions?
And as far as Chiefs and Lions.
For the Lions, it means they are at the top of the division right now, which is something that hasn't been said in a long time. It's been a while since they have started the season off 1-0. So much props is what this means for the Lions going forward is it normally don't matter what you done did from the last season, but it shows that they are building something because last season they finished the season very strong. So to come out with a victory in week 1, it kind of validates what they were going through and what they've been building from the last half of the season, going to the off season, coming to now. So what more is it that can mean for the Lions is believe, as in Coach Prime say, believe. They are laying groundwork. This Lion team, as of right now, they're making the groundwork to show that they're a different organization that they have been in the past. And then for the Chiefs, look, just clean up your football. That's all you have to do. Just clean it up, play a little bit more, efficient football, get your run game trying to, more just balance, get your run game more going in. And as you see with the receivers and no Kelsey, I think that's something that they probably should do. Just get your run game more intact where you can keep a balanced approach. Therefore, you can always bring out extra toys that you got. But for the Chiefs, just do what you do because you were in that game. You got to clean up the turnover. So I look forward for the Chiefs to still be a double-digit win team and still, have control of the AFC West. So it's still good. It's not like they came out flat, ceremony night. So Chiefs, you're still good. Keep holding it in. I think the Chiefs are going to do good as well as the Lions for sure. Ring open ceremony night. You're right. That's a lot of hype going into that, even though it's their second one. But they played a good game. They just turned over the ball. That's all. Clean it up.
Exactly. No one's taking that ring away that they won. And if they won another one, hey, maybe that's a wake-up call. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what it was. But at the end of the day, too, I get it. Kelsey wasn't there. But so, we beat that game like a dead horse, man. But at the end of the day, brother, that was fun, man. Great football game there. And that was that. So, all right, y'all. So, once again, man, I'm here with my boy Drewski, man. This dude right here is awesome, man. He's got the star. He's ready to rock and roll. I'm just yelling. He's ready to roll, man. So, okay. So, we're halfway through the show, man. We're going to take ourselves a short break. But while we're doing that, head on over to iSportsRadio.com. Show us some love. Subscribe. Become a part of the forum, the blog. I know we got to get better at being in there ourselves, but head on over to the shop. Grab you one of these, man. These are fun, man. I love sporting these right here. Get it in, man. Show us some love. Hey, you can also head on over to Planet Jerky. Get some of this stuff right here because it's delicious. This stuff is delicious. Oh, you don't even know. This stuff is, I'm telling y'all, this right here with some football, that's it. Just add this to your game day, man. PlanetJerky.net. Show love, man. And that's how it is. So once again, we put a bow on this game. That's it. This one's done. It's over. It's on to the next. We got plenty more. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take ourselves a short break. When we come back, we're going to be picking. I'm telling you, man, we're going to have so many. We're at more picks than Guitar Center right now, man. We're about to pick everybody. So it's going to be it's going to be fun, man. So show us some love, man. Once again, give us a follow. IE Sports Radio, show us some love, man. Check out the show, of course, on here. And there you go, y'all. So with that said, we're going to take ourselves a short break. When we get back, we're going to jump onto these picks for week 1 of the NFL season. Then we're going to have a little bit of fun at the end because, well, why not? You are listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Will be right back after this.
What's up, sports fans? You're listening to IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your favorite West Coast Wisconsinite, Bernie Bango, and if you're a cheesehead, come listen to my show, Big Cheese Sports, where we road trip around America's Dairyland, previewing, reviewing, predicting, debating, and digging into all that is Wisconsin sports at the college and pro levels. Join me on IE Sports Radio, Sundays at 1 p.m. Central Standard. Bernie out.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Oh, we're here, y'all, live and direct. You gotta love the track playing, man. These cats, man. Both those guys, man. Big Cheese, he's coming up at the top of the hour right now. Show him some love, man. And of course, our boy Adam Karnick just had him a little bit ago. Look at Drewski's vibing, man. He don't even care right now, man. You can put on some damn country music. He's gonna get down, man. I don't care, man. He don't even care. He's just happy right now. He's ready for tonight. So As I told you, I'm sporting the Jurassic. I said Jurassic 5 earlier, man. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I get what's golden at least one time during the gym every time I'm in there, man. You know, I guess that that's my track. I mean, you got to have that Jurassic 5 on the microphone. You know what I mean? So
I got you. You know what mine is actually?
What's that?
Mine, I got two of them, and they come from one soundtrack.
Which one?
Well, it's Danger Zone off Top Gun and Mighty Wings, man. I'm a big Top Gun head, man. I swear.
He said Mighty Wings.
Hey, something about that soundtrack, man. It get me going to hit a little extra.
Hey, brother, ain't nothing wrong with it, brother. He's at Danger Zone. He's up in there pumping the iron, talking about Danger Zone. I love it, brother. Hey, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. So big ups to everybody in the chat, by the way, man. We got another. This is hilarious, man. I'll be guessing. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't even know that. Adam Carter is going to be a guest. Well, you know, they're best friends, man. You know, the Packers and Bears fans are best friends, man. So that should be fun. So they got about 25 minutes before they jump on there. But real quick, Drewski, brother, let's get to it, man.
Yes, sir.
We have some picks to make, man. And today, there's just so many good ones. So, all right. So I got to tell you, before we get into any of these picks, though, you got to give me one. We're jumping around. I don't care. It's my show, damn. I can do what I want. So, real quick, brother. Real quick. What was your most memorable game from yesterday? College football. Memorable one.
Most memorable one that I sat and watched. I'm gonna be honest. It goes in between two. That Texas Tech and Oregon game, man, if you didn't tune into that one on Fox, that was probably your best game right there. That game went back and forth. Texas Tech had their opportunity to really pull off the upset, but going down to try to take the lead for the game-winning lead, Oregon made a hellacious stop. They ended up blitzing the quarterback real good, who made a terrible decision at the end, ended up trying to throw it away, but threw it right to the defender who ran it back for a pick six, and that was basically the game. That game had everything you wanted in a college football game. So to me, that was the biggest game. When I jumped on y'all show yesterday, I was calling for that upset. Basically, I was calling for the Texas Tech upset. They was almost there, but
it was
they
fun,
didn't deliver.
man.
But it was a great game, back and forth from the first minute to the last. So I'd say that was probably your best game right there.
It was, man. I loved it, man. He said back and forth, back. I'm just playing, man. I'm with it, man.
Yes, sir. You own it.
This dude. Man, I'll tell you, that was a hell of a game.
Yeah, it was.
A hell of a football game.
Yes, it was.
So into that. So, okay. So, first things first, man. This first one up here today, this one is going to be kind of I don't know. This one's a weirdo. So, first game we're talking about today, man, we're picking, Drewski, we're going Houston and Baltimore. You know, there's a team that you absolutely love down south this way. No, but these cats, man, I don't really understand. I don't get it. I don't understand why Houston. They've been a paper team for a long time. I call them a paper team. They're the team that looks amazing on paper, or looks like they could actually do something on paper, and then they get on the field, and you're like, "What is this?" Like, it's like when you buy something, and it's like when you buy a cheeseburger that you see on the commercial, like, "Oh my gosh, that's delicious," and then you get it, and you're like,
this ain't it.
I have cookies at home bigger than this. I'm just saying, man, the Texans haven't been that team for a long time. But you know who is that team? These cats. They were plagued with injuries last year, man. I'll be real with you, brother. If this team can stay healthy, they're winning the bowl, man. And I know I'm talking about the Bills winning. I really feel in my heart of hearts this team could really do it this year. But gosh damn it, don't get me wrong either. The Eagles are one hell of a football team. But dude, this Ravens team is scary. So who you taking, man?
I'm gonna have to go ahead and go with Baltimore in this one for sure, because I'm still a little upset with my man Jay, man, and Spaced Out Sports over there, man. How they did my Rangers like that. So I don't really want to root nothing for Houston. I ain't gonna lie to you. They beat us in the drum. So, but I'm gonna take L. Jackson, L. Jackson. I'm gonna take the Baltimore Ravens in this, and I would take them in the point spread. On top of that, I would take them with the points.
I feel you, man. Look, Marcus Love's great at the chat room. Salute to you, good sir. He says here, okay, we got the chain.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, brother. I'd be an idiot if I wouldn't say I'm taking Baltimore, and they're supposed to be covering by 9.5 here, brother. I think it's gonna be way worse, man. I think Baltimore's gonna smack these cats, man. And it's not that they're bad. I like what they got going on, man. Once again, I mean, D'Amico Ryan's over there. They're gonna do some good things this year. They're gonna do some good things. Yeah. But what they're not gonna do is win today.
Not today. Not today.
No, it's just not happening, man. So okay, so yeah, man, it's just one of those deals here that So okay, so we're both taking the Ravens. I'll take that, man. It's just one of those games, like I said, where you can kind of call it and kind of know that you're going to be okay. You know what I mean? With that pick, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So next up, Cincinnati. Okay. The Cincinnati Bengals last year showed that they can get extremely far, but can they get all the way there? We talk about the Browns, who now have Deshaun Watson full time. This Browns team should be looked at a little bit different than they've been. However, Drewski, I'm not quite ready to give them this game yet because it's just, I mean, come on, man. They got Jamar over there doing his thing. Burrow, he's about to take off in his career, man. The guy is doing amazing. So I love the fact that he's come into his own. That defense is finally playing good football, like the way they should have been for years already. They got a lot of good pieces. At the end of the day, but there's no way I'm not taking this team today. I do feel that the Browns are going to fight like hell. It's only a 1-point game. On the ESPN app, apparently it's only a 1-point game, man. The Bengals. I'm going to give it to the Bengals probably by 10 or more. But damn it, it's going to be a good game. I really do think the Browns are going to show who they are today. So maybe a touchdown game. That's what I'm thinking. But Drewski, what you got, man?
Hey, this one is a tough one, as this is a in-state rivalry right here. You got Cincy and Cleveland. Well, Bone Thugs and Cleveland is the city where they come from. Let me join you, Larry B. on that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This game is basically gonna come down to whose run game is gonna be better. As you do got the quarterbacks in Deshaun Watson, and you got his receiver in Amari Cooper, and then you got Joe Burrow along with Jamar Chase over there. But I think this game is going to feature between the running backs and between my man from Georgia, Chubb. It's going to be about Chubb.
Yeah.
It's going to be about Chubb, and it's going to be basically about Joe Mixon. And Joe Mixon is a hellacious back, so is Chubb. So give me the Bengals in this one. I think it'll be a very close game. I think, I'll pick the Bengals to win this by 4. Give it a real close, tough game.
That's not a bad score. I think that's why I reverted. I really do think that's going to be a lot closer. Just because, man, at the end of the day, these Browns, let's just be real, man. They're not so bad. They're going to be better. Now, Are they going to win too much this year? I don't know, but they're going to be better. All right. That's. I mean, take it for. I mean, gosh, damn it, Browns fans are like, hey, we'll take that. I mean, right? I mean, it is what it is, brother. All right, man. Next up here, Tampa Bay, Minnesota. Oh, this game is going to be fun. Tampa Bay, at Baker. What's Baker going to do? Minnesota. They had a crazy run last year. Can they duplicate that? The question is not will they, it's can they. Drewski, what you got, man?
Oh, well, due to my old lady, my wife, she is a big Oklahoma head. She's a big Baker Mayfield head. So, I'm not going to just slander him. But this team, Tampa Bay, is going through a lot of redoing right now. And Mike Evans right now, I think he'll play, but he's not being a happy teammate, Yeah. So I think it's just a little bit of dysfunction going on with the Tampa Bay Bucks. And right now, Minnesota is just a team they've been more intact. They actually got the better talent. So give me Minnesota and give me them with the point spread. I'm gonna take that, the Vikings and the point spread.
Yeah, I'm with that. I really think so. They got Minnesota here favored by 4. I think it's going to be somewhere around in there. Minnesota looks like they're better. They have a better football team. Regardless, though, man, what I like the most about the Buccaneers is that everyone's sleeping on these cats because they figure Tom Brady's gone. Bryce, and let's not sleep, man. Bryce is the man. I've been a fan of him since modern day, right here in Santa Ana down the road, man. So I think personally, he's gonna get down, man. But as of right now, I don't think anybody should be writing off. I get it. Carr's gonna be over there doing great things with the Saints. The Falcons even got a little bit better, man. But nobody should write out the Buccaneers just yet. I think they're a great team, but in this game today, I think they're going to be beat by a team just this much better than them, and I think the score is going to reflect that as well. So, all right, man, this one's a hard one. This one's a hard one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me just tell you, man, I'm so pissed off at the Titans. This team makes me mad. Like, this team boils my damn blood. I'm sorry. They just look. I'm a big Vrabel fan. I'm a you know what I mean. From a linebacker to a linebacker. You know what I mean. Like, this guy, he put his hand in the dirt too. So did I. I idolized him in high school. In college, I modeled a lot of my game after him. Don't get me wrong. I think the person I modeled it most after was Vaughn, man, because that dude raw as hell. And of course,
DeSoto.
yeah, exactly, man. Out of DeSoto, exactly. And of course, another beast, man. I think you know all too well, DeMarcus Ware, somebody that I modeled my game heavily after, because that guy was just a battering ram. I mean, you talk about a human battering ram. That's a human battering ram. So I'm just saying, man. So you got somebody like him coaching this team. I guess expected. Don't get me wrong. He's doing the best he can, but it's just, man, here we go again. But Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy, remember life? They can't get right. They can't get right. They can't get right. They can't. I'm sorry. That's who they are. They can't get right, man. They get there and they fall apart. They get to the first round. They dominate the division. Last year they lost the damn Jaguars. The Jaguars didn't do anything. But I'm just saying that division is so weird. And when you look at the Saints, man, I look, man, I'm a big time Raider fan. They suck. I hate them, but they're my fan. They're my team. But when it comes down to it, man, Derek Carr, they did him dirty, and I want him to go dominate in New Orleans. So this one's a little bit biased, I guess, for me. But I really do feel like today Derek Carr is going to show everybody, like, no, I am a great quarterback, and the Raiders are stupid, and they should never let me. Well, they should never done what they did, number one, and played me so damn dirty, because I'd still be there. The next thing is maybe it was a change of scenery. Maybe he needed a change of scenery. Maybe the Raiders aren't so stupid. Maybe they just figured that things got stale, and hey, maybe we'll be better with Jimmy G. Maybe he's gonna be better over there in New Orleans. I don't know, but all I know is today this is a tough one, man. They're saying Saints by 3 here, and I think that's exactly right, man. I'm going Saints by 3. How about you, Drewski?
Yeah, this is a tough one. Anytime that you get most likely the NFC South and the AFC South playing against each other, those games are going to just be hard to pick, because let's be real, both of those divisions have been kind of bad. So you don't really know who's going to take the throne in either one of those divisions. Tennessee going on the road to play in New Orleans week 1. That Superdome is not anything easy to play with. Now, I'm a big Florida State fan, so, I'm still rooting for my boy Jameis. I don't know what's really going on, but I think Jameis still got a little life in him left, but that says a lot to what the Saints have right now. They actually, I think, got enough depth at quarterback situation. I'm gonna take the Saints as well in this, more the home field advantage. I think it'll probably be a closer game than what it is, but give me the Saints with the points. 3 home field gives them that 3.
Right, it just feels right. It feels right, and this is nothing against the Titans. I feel like they can get, and I get it. D Hop. It's going to take more than D Hop, man. I mean, you're going to need a lot more than D. He's going to be a big part of it, but D Hop can't play corner. D Hop ain't on that defensive line. D Hop ain't hitting dudes at linebacker. D Hop is doing the one job he can do on that team. Everyone else needs to put on them damn overalls and go to work. All right. I mean, that's it, man. Get it, Prime. Yeah. But anyway, brother, next game, man. Okay. We got 2 teams here. 2 teams that haven't been so good. But our boy John Felipe, man, the Bryce is right. He's named like 15 shows that of the Carolina cast here on IE Sports Radio. He's so great. And you know what, man? I'm pulling for this guy today. The Falcons have gotten better. But honestly, man, they're saying here on the ESPN SportsCenter app 3.5 points for the Falcons. They have a good defense. The Falcons have, and in my opinion, today this game right here is going to come down to Carolina's offense versus the Falcons' defense. Personally, at the end of the day, though, man, maybe this is the first one I'm going against the grain today, I guess. But I'm going with them. I'm going with the Panthers, man. I think there's something special there, man. I think they're going to get it done. How about you?
Man, as you see, we're in total agreement so far. We haven't disagreed on anything. I'm sitting right there with you. I think Carolina has the better defense going into this game. Defense is going to travel. I'm still unsure. I know Atlanta they went and got the cornerback from Detroit, who used to play at Ohio State, who did go to South Grand Prairie in the area. So I'm just unsure about the Falcons quarterback situation. I know they got Kyle Pitts and they went and got Bijan Robinson from Texas. So I know they like their additional weapons on offense, but Carolina is the type of defense that I believe is just going to be – their defense is real solid, and I look for them to go ahead and take this game right here today.
As you can see, I forgot to unmute myself. But I am the world's worst host, as you can see, because our boy Pierre's been chilling here for a few minutes, man. My bad, I couldn't see him down there underneath all of the stuff here. But ladies and gentlemen, he is IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer. Just got inducted this year, man, to the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame. Much deserved. And, of course, he's a longtime member of IE Sports Radio. I don't know where his Giants gear is. I'm not sure where it is. Well, you need to go get you a jersey. I'm sorry. He's a professional, though. Ladies and gentlemen, he is also and this is awesome, man. He is also the founder of WSR, man, Wellington Sports Radio. The guy is amazing. I love what he's got going, man. He's been with us for such a long time here at IE Sports Radio, and a former host of the show that never sleeps, Giants fan, man, big time hardcore. I mean, it's hard to find a Giants fan bigger than him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our boy, Mr. Pierre Moss. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
Appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me. Again, these are my two favorite weekends of the year. Last weekend, college football coming through. Now this weekend, it's all about the NFL. And I can't think of two better weekends back to back for football fans. I mean, it don't get no better than this. It really don't.
It really does.
But just to comment on the Carolina Atlanta game.
Well, actually, real quick, Pierre, I would like to pull you in for the rest of these, man. If you can go rapid fire, brother, let's have some fun, man. So
for sure.
You gotta catch up to us, brother. So here we go. Ready, go.
For sure.
Pick 'em.
I like Baltimore.
Why?
Lamar Jackson.
Good man. What you got?
I'm gonna go Cincy.
So far, we're all together on the same page here. Okay, and why is that?
I like Burrow. I love the offense. And I think it's about time for them to go ahead and beat the Browns.
Hey, nothing wrong.
Hasn't happened in a while.
Well, I mean, hey, these Browns have been something. But all right, here we go. Next up.
Ooh, this is a pick'em game here. I'm gonna go Minnesota.
Sorry, I'm just playing around with the thing over here. Okay, that sounds good. I'll take that. Why are you taking Minnesota for?
I think this is the better team at this point.
Yeah,
not by much, but they're a better team at this point.
No,
Justin Jefferson, the main reason.
That's for sure. Okay, Tennessee, New Orleans.
I'm gonna go Titans. Hand the ball to Derrick Henry and get out the way.
That's the first one I think that any of us have disagreed on. We're both taking the Saints, but you know what though? I like that. Derrick Henry is really all they have. I mean, now they got D-Hop. Now they got D-Hop, but once again, man, these guys can't do it all, man. And defense. Maybe they can get on defense today. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Put Henry at D tackle, man. Just let him go. He's big enough.
Might as well.
Let him do something, man, over there. And then of course this game, brother. Who you got?
Atlanta. I love the offense. If they can keep Ritter upright, all he's got to do is get the ball to those weapons. Pitts, Robinson, London. I like Atlanta.
Good stuff. Well, it's kind of funny, man. So so Drewski and I have been on the same page this whole time. Pierre, you've deviated in 2 games. Hey, but I love it, man. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're here for, man. So Adam Carnick jumps in the chat room, says, so far, Baltimore and Minnesota are the only universal pick teams. So naturally, Houston and Tampa are doing this is the way it goes, right?
It always works that way. So for some reason, yeah.
It always does. So okay, gentlemen. Next game, Jacksonville and Indianapolis. Okay, we got a team who won it last year, and then we got a team who just they need they need they need a lot. I don't even know. But what do we got? What do you guys think?
I'm going Jacksonville.
And why are you taking these guys?
Trevor Lawrence, that defense. I mean, Jacksonville just has way more weapons right now than Indianapolis. The Colts, yes, they do have Anthony Richardson, but no Jonathan Taylor. It's still a mess in Indy, and Jacksonville's a better team. They got to take care of business.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. How do you think, Drewski?
I'm in agreement with him, man. I think Richardson, he's going to be a good talent, but with not having your bell cow behind you to protect him, I think Jacksonville is just the more advanced team right about now. I'll take them.
I'm with you, brother. I really think right now, man, Jacksonville has just been – I don't know. This is a tough one because – I'm sorry. It's not that tough. I'm going Jacksonville all day. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is the Colts just need – I like Richardson. I like what they got going on, but they're going to need some years, man. They need to just get things going. So, all right, next up, Frisco and the Steelers. Okay. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. I like what they got going on right now in Pittsburgh. You know, they're 2 years out now without Big Ben. But let's just be real, guys. You know, the Niners – I don't know if the Niners are going to be the team they were last year. Let's be real. I have no idea. You know, but – what I do know is that the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're in that rebuild. There's no way I'm not taking the Niners in this game. But that's no diss to the Steelers, and they could win it. Anybody who steps out there on that field is possible. But what I will say is these Niners, man, they're coming today, and I think they're going to get that victory. What about you guys, man? Drewski, how you think, man?
Man, this is actually a tough one because I think the Niners are normally like a slow starting team. Pittsburgh is one of them teams that I just don't go against Mike Tomlin. Even though he has quarterback issue that he got to rebuild with, Mike Tomlin is one coach that I can see that will not, won't be out prepared by Shanahan on this end. So I'm actually gonna go bold right here. I'm gonna say Steelers in this one.
Ooh!
I'm actually say Steelers.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, if the Lions could beat the Chiefs on Thursday night, I'm just saying. So, Pierre Moss, what you got, man?
I think this is going to be one of the more physical games of the day. Both teams bring a lot, especially with their respective defensive front sevens, no doubt. Not that tough for me, to be honest with you. I'm going to go Niners. I mean, the Niners, they're a bona fide Super Bowl contending type team. This is a game they really should win. It won't be easy, but Pittsburgh, they are in transition. They are rebuilding. But again, with Mike Tomlin at the helm, this team will not quit. They're going to give it their all, but it won't be enough today. And I think my brother, who's a Niners fan, is going to be a lot happier at the end of the day than my stepdad, who's a Steelers fan. So I'm going to go with the Niners on this one.
That's going to be fun. A house
divided.
That's going to be fun. Marcus Lowe's great, of course, the host of Gloves Off. He is our combat sports host, man. This dude, man, no one does it better. I love this guy. He's a big Niners fan. He says here, Niners win by 10 today. He said, let's get this FanDuel bread. Hey, brother, have fun, man. So, all right, y'all. Arizona and Washington. This is the weirdest game of the day because you guys both know the Commanders, I think, just a little bit. Defensive line from hell. I love that defensive line. Yeah. But it doesn't do anything when they need to. It just freaks me out. Like, for real, guys, come on. So, okay. So there we go. Booyah. We got a good football team with a decent defense. But then on the other side, we got a Arizona Cardinals team who just kind of fell apart again for the 100th time in the last couple of years. I think they're the only team that comes close to be as bad as the Raiders. They're still not as bad. But regardless, I just feel like today they could find themselves sometime this season, but today ain't it. I'm going Commanders. They're favored here by 7 points. I think that's fair. 7 points. How about you, Pierre?
I think they're worse than the Raiders, the Cardinals. I mean, honestly, I think the Raiders actually beat the Cardinals 9 times out of 10 if those two teams played 10 times, to be honest with you. But more in this game, Arizona Washington. This could have a little bit of a snooze fest type of feel to it, just being real. But Washington, they do have one of the best series in the game in the McLaurin, a very good running back tandem in Robinson and Gibson, good offensive line, good defensive line. I like Washington here, and honestly, it wouldn't shock me if the Commanders won this thing more than 10 points.
You know what? That's fair. How about you, Drewski?
I'm in agreement, man. Washington is right now the better football team. I mean, we were talking earlier, Larry B, about how when the season started, everybody got a shot. But for Arizona, their shot went out the window before the season even started. And that's kind of unfortunate. So, but I'm going to go ahead and take Washington, even though Washington has been a dysfunctional franchise. It don't get no more dysfunctional than what Arizona got. So give me Washington by the points.
100%. Could we skip it? Could we skip it? Could we skip it? Look, the Raiders have beaten the Broncos the last 3 years straight, I think. You get rid of Derek Carr for a dude who's basically Derek Carr. I mean, I don't understand. You know, you have an issue with one of the best running backs in the game. You get rid of Darren Waller, even though Meyer is damn good. I love this guy. I know, Madden. I know it's just Madden, but anyway, but he's good. At the end of the day, the defense is horrible. I don't know. But then on the other side, you got Sean Payton. They're coming. Russell Wilson. I think this scares the hell out of me. I hope to God today we get the victory. As it goes, I'm not going to not pick my team. I think somehow, some way they'll pull it off. But golly, it's going to be by the skin of their teeth. And if both of y'all pick the Broncos, I am not mad at you. You're probably smart. And if one of you pick the Raiders, well, just thank you for having faith in a team that doesn't really seem like they should be in the NFL anymore. So anyway, with that said, what's up, Drewski? Who you got, man?
Man, hey, the way the Broncos defense is constructed right now, I just don't see how Vegas actually gets themselves going offensively. So, I mean, I'm still a little skeptical about Russell Wilson, even if Sean Payton is over there. But that defense the Broncos got, give me the Broncos by the points. Sorry, Larry B.
No, you're good, brother. They're favored today, Broncos by 3 points. And, hey, man, it's very possible. What about you, Pierre?
I think it's going to be a shootout. I think this game is going to get to probably 35, 31, somewhere in there. I think the Raiders win it. I think the Raiders win it.
We got one. I mean, hey, it could be because once again, I mean, the Broncos aren't necessarily world beaters, but the damn defense this year is much better than it has been. So it's going to really come down to that. So can this offense get off the damn ground? I think that's really it. So I think both of you hit that on the head. So there
run the ball with Josh Jacobs.
Just run.
That's for starters.
And we need the big boys up front. You block somebody. Fall down in front of them, man. Tell them their shoes untied. Do something, man. I mean, golly, man. That's it. But Miami and the Chargers. This one is fun. This one is fun. I like this so much. This right here makes me happy because you get one team with just issues going on. Like with both of these teams are crazy. They both have really solid teams, with the injury bug has beat the hell out of them. Miami looks good. The Chargers look better. The Chargers last year, I picked to win the damn Super Bowl. I did. And well, we saw what happened. Honestly, it's going to be a fun game. I'm probably stupid for this, but I'm going the Chargers to win this thing here. The spread, let's take a look at it today. They got if this damn thing would work. But yeah, the Chargers today, I think they have them favored by 3 points. I think they'll cover. And overall, yeah, it should be a pretty good game though. So okay, what about you, Pierre? What you got?
Two really good teams, two good quarterbacks. but the better quarterback is dressed in Charger blue. I'm going Chargers. I love Herbert. He's my favorite of the quarterbacks going right now, and I can definitely see him winning the Super Bowl one day. He doesn't have to do it today, of course, but a win today would set the Chargers off on a good foot. I'm going Chargers.
Good choice. Drewski, what you got, man?
Man, I'm going Chargers as well. That's my AFC favorite team growing up as well. So I'm going to go Chargers. I think the Chargers defense is going to be taking a step up as their secondary is going to be very locked down. And then they got the pass rushers. Give me the Chargers by the points.
I am with you, man. Our boy Adam Carter chimes in. Says Cardinals are actively trying to lose. Got to get that. Come on, Caleb. They're in the Caleb sweepstakes right now. Also, Adam says, signing off, man, is going over with Big Cheese. So once again, y'all, if y'all want the cheesy show, man, head on over to Spreaker.com right now, man. Great stuff going down. Bernie Bango, his host, Steven, and, of course, Adam Karnick joining in today. Should be some fun stuff, man, over on Big Cheese Sports on Spreaker on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. So, okay, y'all, we're getting down to the end here. We got a few more. This game just, oh, man, about 10 years ago, this would have been a great game. Not anymore. I just felt like right now, maybe even 6 years ago, 7 years ago, but as of right now, man, the Patriots just don't, I don't know, man. I love how Bill's always going to be Bill and do Bill things and get things going for this team. But as of right now, there's no way. There is no way I can pick again. The goddamn Eagles. The only team I have, the Eagles. I mean, seriously, the Eagles could repeat, in my opinion. And this is just because I picked the Bills this year. But honestly, I think the Eagles will probably go undefeated. I'm sorry. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I know both of y'all are like, I'm leaving. Bye. I'm sorry. Jalen Carter could win by himself. I'm just kidding. But look, man. Honestly, if anyone's gonna beat this team, if one of you guys beat the team this year, that'd be crazy. I know, right? but, man, I just don't see a lot of people beating this team this year, and I sure as hell think it's gonna be the Patriots, man. Give me the Eagles. All right, guys, what you think? Drewski, talk to us.
As much as I despise the Philadelphia Eagles, everything you said is true, man. Their defensive line is it's something to, but if you can get past that, I think their secondary can be got. But Jalen Hurts, man, there's nothing to take away from him. That dude keeps improving and getting better and better each season, man. Give me Philly in this one. They're just going to be too physical on both lines of scrimmage. Give me Philly with the points.
He said, give me Philly. All right, who you got, Pierre?
Can't stand the Eagles at all for sure, but they're clearly the better team here. Probably got the best roster, 1 through 53 in the NFL, and I think their road back begins today with a huge win over the Patriots.
I think so too, man. This team just looks good. This team looks too good. There's no way they're losing this game today. So, all right, next up. This one's gonna be fun. They're talking about this cheesy game over on Big Cheese Sports, man. This should be a fun game. The Green Bay Packers finally without Aaron Rodgers. The Bears fans are rejoicing. They are so happy right now. The bad man's finally gone. It's like when they finally kill Freddy Krueger, they can finally go to sleep and relax. I mean, he haunted them, man. The Bear, he should never go to Chicago, man. Everyone was look at him like, I don't like you, like, man. I'm just playing, but no, brother. I'll tell you right now. Today, the Jordan Love era starts. This happened before. The young man named Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for a while. Brett Favre finally left. Aaron Rodgers took over. Storybook ending. They got a bowl out of it, and they looked pretty okay for a good minute. Chicago, Fields, we're still waiting. You know what I mean? Like, there's some things going on over there where it's like, okay, so we thought this was gonna be a good team last year, maybe the year before. I don't know, but what I do know is this team needs to get going. Y'all can call me as crazy gets. That's okay. I'm going against my better judgment here. I'm going to take the gosh dang Bears. If this team doesn't win, I am picking them the rest of the year. I don't even care. They're taking the Bears but in the spread here by 1.5 points. I don't know. Pierre, talk to us, man. Who you got?
That spread tells you all you need to know about this game. It's a pick'em game. It really, really is.
Yeah. Jordan
Love, Jordan Fields, 2 young quarterbacks. I'm going to go with the home field advantage here. I'm going to go with Fields and the Bears to win the close one.
It just feels right, doesn't it? It just feels right. I mean, I don't know. Drewski, come on, man. Talk to us.
Man, this is going to be a unanimous decision. I think the Packers really still got more issues on their defense more than anything. That was a team that was falling apart last year with Aaron Rodgers. So give me the Bears to upstart their season and get things changing in the NFL universe with the Lions and the Bears at the top of the.
Oh my! But no, yeah, man. I just don't see this team doing much. The Packers this year. I guess call me an a-hole. That's fine. Like I just don't see it. I don't see the Packers really getting off the ground too much this year. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But okay, so next game, man. This one's a fun one. This game is gonna be a fun one to watch. I can't wait to watch this damn thing, man. The Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. You guys, this is going to be fun. You got one team on one side who's actually not that good. You got another team on the other side who's not that good either, but has an amazing receiving core. Because of that receiving core, I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks. They are covered. The spread here is 4.5 points. I honestly think they're going to win by more than that. I don't know what it is. I just feel like for some crazy reason, Gino's going to get it together today. These receivers are going to be flying around. I really do feel like this is going to happen, man. I'm taking the Seahawks. What about you, Drewski?
I'm in agreement with you. I'm going to go ahead and take the Seahawks right now. The Rams, they still got their issues, and they just so banged up right now. I don't think they have enough weapons. Give me the Seahawks at home with the points.
Yeah, I can totally see that. How about you, Pierre?
Probably one of the easiest picks of the day. Seahawks. And again, it would not surprise me if Seattle won this thing by double digits. Wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's, like I said, I don't want to sit here and sound like Mr. McA-hole, but I mean let's be real, man. The Rams, man, they got more issues than Sports Illustrated right now, man.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
This team,
I agree.
this team, man, they don't even know what's going on. Look, they all I know is they got their bowl a couple years ago and they're happy. They're happy. That's all there is to it, you guys. So anyway, man. So, okay. Are we feeling pretty confident with our picks right now? We feeling pretty good?
For sure.
Definitely.
Okay. So I'm just going to be real. I really do feel that these picks today, we're going to see. It's always week one, right? Well, we're like, man, week one picks, they're fun because we don't really know what's going on. And it's funny because now everything we said today is upsets and everything happened, damn well next week we're going to jump on that bus. And we're just going to, you know what I mean? That's just all there is to it, man. So, okay. Well, I think it's only appropriate because, of course, we're not having a show tomorrow. But I think it is very appropriate that today, instead of going traditionally, like in time, that is, okay, today, of course, we got Sunday Night Football, tomorrow, Monday Night Football. I think it's only appropriate that we save tonight's game for last. I'm just saying. So we're going to go a little weird, a little wonky order today. So we're going Monday Night Football before we get to tonight's game. We got the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Guys, this should be fun. The Buffalo Bills, like I said, I picked this. This is my Super Bowl team. I'm going to stay with them for now. When it comes to Rodgers, I watch Hard Knocks, man. I didn't watch them all, but this team, I'll tell you right now, the Giants have a new vibe, man. The Jets have a new vibe. This team looks like they want it. They're hungrier than they've ever been. This is gonna be a really fun game to watch. It says here they're taking the Bills by 2.5 points. I think the Bills will win by 3. It's gonna be a hell of a football game. I'm going Bills. Drewski, who you got?
This is a great game right here. Probably be one of the best of them all, and it's good on a Monday when you then recovered from Sunday football. Come get off work, get you a great Monday night, going down. I'm gonna roll with the Bills too, man. Something about me tells me the Jets are there, but not this game. They won't be there. So give me the Bills in this game by the points.
Got to pay the bills. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Who you got, Pierre?
Woo, this game is so much intrigue to it. Two really good teams. One an established playoff team. The other one trying to establish themselves as a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go Jets in a close one.
It's only
in Aaron Rodgers' regular season debut.
It's only fair. Hey, we're two of us are going to go with one team. The other, I like it. Hey, it is what it is. And I like that you guys couldn't even agree on that one because tonight, Well, let's just say there's a little game that I don't think either of you are going to agree on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time, y'all. Sunday night football right here, y'all. We have, it's here. Oh, that's right. Sunday night football. You saw the banner. That's right, y'all. Those Dallas Cowboys will be taking on none other than them New York Football Giants. Let me go ahead and change this because I look like an idiot talking about that with this down there. Now I look better. But yes, Dallas taking on the Giants. This never gets old. It's kind of funny because, Pierre, I don't know if you got a chance to hear 8 Division 8 days this year, but when Drewski was up on there talking about the Cowboys, he was like, I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. The NFL is obsessed with having the Giants and the Cowboys.
I swear.
Yeah.
But here it is again. Gentlemen, let's get to it, man. We have ourselves some fun here. Let's get it. Let's have some fun with this one, man. It's a primetime face-off, but it's a little bit of a different face-off. We're not doing like the points or anything today with the judges, but I just want to ask, man, this is some fun questions tonight. So first things first, let's get to it. Okay, X Factors. You love them. I love them. We all love them. You are the away team, Drewski, so we're going to ask you first. Brother, talk to us, man. X factors for tonight's game. It could be anything. Seriously, coaches, players, the what do you call it? Well, it sure as hell ain't going to be the fans in the stands. Well, maybe, because you guys travel well. But what you think, man? Give us the X factors for tonight.
So, X factors for the Cowboys is basically going to be Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott having this rhythm of their type of offense that they want. Of course, Tony Pollard is always the guy, but I've always said in this offense, your biggest X factor is really Michael Gallup. If he's really healthy and he's on, especially against the Giants, when he has been on, that offense has been hard to stop. He's a big body guy that can get a lot done. But the main key X factor is just going to really be, it's going to be the linebacking core. I'm taking it as a group, as the linebacking core. Van Der Esch led against Saquon Barkley being the X factor for the Giants, because if the Giants can get the run game going and they can keep Daniel Jones within third and short situations, this will be a prime time recipe for them to pull off this upset. But long as the front seven, long as the defensive tackles with Jonathan Hankin is real good, then keep their linebackers clean to neutralize Saquon Barkley, that's where the Cowboys will win it right there. So give me the linebacking core and give me Michael Gallup as the X factors.
Okay, and Gallup, man, he's a bad boy, man. At Colorado State a few years back, the man is he's legit. All right, talk to us, Pierre. You heard everything this man had to say right now about his X factors. How about you? Who are your X factors for tonight and why?
Daniel Jones. I mean, I can name several, but Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, they have to do their thing offensively for sure. Got to get the receivers involved. Offensive line has to do their thing as far as blocking. Andrew Thomas is one of the very best in the game at left tackle for sure. I think the biggest X factor defensively, the front seven for the Giants, studs.
Yeah.
The Giants secondary, they have to come into play this evening. Cowboys have very good receivers. Power can catch the ball in the backfield. CeeDee Lamb being there, Michael Gallup being there, the tight end situation being there as well. The Giants secondary is my biggest X factor. How they play will really determine the outcome of this game, in just my personal opinion.
I like it. Good stuff there. I can see that happening. I like both the X factors because you hit it on the head, I think, with both of them. I mean, that's what's going to help win the game for damn sure. So, okay. So here's the fun part. Weaknesses. Oh, this is always so fun. Drewski, we'll start with you once again. You are the away team. Pick the weaknesses, man. Who are the weaknesses, or what are the weaknesses that you feel that your Cowboys can exploit to win this game against those Giants tonight? So basically, what do you think? What should the Cowboys attack tonight that's the weakest part of the fort for the Giants?
Well, just like my man Pierre said, man, it's going to be the secondary. It's going to be up to the offensive line as they're getting back intact. It's going to be up to them to keep Dak upright, and it's going to be up to Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott being on one page. But it's going to be the receiving core attacking their secondary, which they have had favorable matchups over the last few series of games. So give me the weakest link against the Giants will be their secondary, but it all depends on their pass rush and our offensive line. So I see their weakest link at the secondary, and we'll take advantage of it.
Okay. What you think, Pierre? What you think? What are the weaknesses? What do you feel the weakness is of the Cowboys that you feel your Giants can take advantage of to win tonight?
I think the Giants have to attack the Cowboys secondary, to be perfectly honest. Trayvon Trayvon Diggs, stud corner, no question about it. But attack him, and attack the rest of that secondary, and you could have some success there. Darren Waller being part of the offense as well, so he'll certainly help in that passing game. Barker can catch the ball out of the backfield too. So I think the Giants trying to attack the Dallas secondary will be a huge factor in this game.
I think so. That could be very fun, man. And I'll tell you right now, this looks like both these teams, man. I can see this. I love this how you bring up the secondaries because it's the truth. Right now, both these secondaries do need some work, but that's probably the only part of each team that actually needs work. I mean, honestly. So it's kind of cool to say. So, okay, guys, let's roll on into, of course, the game plan. So put the coaching headset on. Pierre's already got his on. Where's yours? Oh, Drew's got the pod. So anyway, so here we go, guys. Coaching time. What do you got to do tonight? Just tell us what you got. So Drewski, start things off, man. What must your Cowboys do? What is it? We're talking, add the X factor if you want to, but what is it, man? What must your Cowboys do to earn that victory tonight in East Rutherford?
So offensively, what the Cowboys got to do is just make sure Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott are patient. They got to practice patience. They don't need all the big chunk plays. They just need to focus on moving the sticks. And long as they can do that and sustain long drives, I think that benefits the Cowboys to better favor the Cowboys, because if they can get into the red zone, they do have big targets at receiver. They have big targets at tight end, and then you still have Tony Pollard coming out of the backfield. Yeah. So more than anything, the Giants will be hyped for this game for sure. So you just cannot deviate from the game plan. I just think if they practice patience, be balanced, they'll be all right. And on the defensive side, it's going to be up to Dan Quinn and this defense to make sure they're just stout in the middle, to make sure they can just try to take away Saquon Barkley and make Daniel Jones beat him with the arm. And I like that matchup where the Giants do have a great tackle, but I'll take Reverend number 11 on Sundays, baby. We got a Sunday night sermon from number Reverend 11. So that's my biggest keys I'm going to take right there.
I love it, man. Hey, great stuff there. Go in, Pierre. What about you, man? What must your Giants do to win this thing tonight, man?
The front seven, defensively for the Giants, the front seven has to control this game. They have to control this game up front against that offensive line of the Cowboys, which is still very good, no question about it. That right there might be the best matchup of the game. The Giants front seven against that Cowboys offensive line. They have to control the game. They have to control that. They have to control Tony Pollard. Got to try to keep CeeDee Lamb in check as much as possible. Mm-hmm. But the Giants front seven has to control this game defensively. Offensively for the Giants, I think it's a chance for them to be patient as well. They have to get Saquon Barkley going early in the running game, get him going early in the passing game. You have good enough receivers in Hodgins. You have good enough receivers in Hodgins and Slayton. Excellent tight end and Waller. They can get some stuff in the pass game, but the key is the offensive line got to keep Daniel Jones upright and got to keep him upright and open up enough holes in that running game for Barkley to be able to do his thing.
100%, brother. And I love it, man. Gentlemen, beautiful job, man. That was a face-off. That would have been a lot of fun to have to do all that with. But gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, and for me, this is a hard one, guys. Obviously, I know you're taking your teams because of course you are. This one's hard for me because I feel like last year the Giants shocked the hell out of me, man. I didn't even know. I was like, who are these guys, man? Like, I didn't know. The Giants, I was getting to put them down in Raiderland a couple of years ago, and they last year, man, they surprised everybody. So they got a lot better. Pierre, don't throw something at me, but tonight I'm going to go Cowboys just by a little. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight, man. They got Cowboys here by 3, and I think that's pretty accurate. Regardless, if the Giants hadn't winning this thing, I think it's going to be the same exact thing, man. It's going to be a damn dogfight. We don't know what we're going to get in week 1, and this is going to be a lot of fun, man. So yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be a great, great, great fight. I'm excited for it, man. And football's back, y'all. Look, win or lose, it doesn't matter. We got football back, man. And that's what we got. I mean, great college stuff in the last couple of weeks. Today's the day where the pros put on the pads and get down. Thursday night was a beautiful start. And Sunday, today, we're just over 30 minutes to go, which means we're going to get up on out of here. But, gentlemen, it has been amazing. Please make sure, man, let everybody know where they can find y'all, man. I guess first things first, I just want to say before we go any further, you guys were great. Thank you so much for being troopers and just coming on out. You just got the drop of a dime, man. I mean, you guys, I want to make sure I, get everything together as fast as possible. This week was a little hard for me, but I just gotta say, man, it's been a great show. It's been a lot of fun, man, and I just thank you guys for being able to join like extremely quick at will, man. It says a lot. We appreciate you, man. You're true today. So, Drewski, where can all the diehards find you, man?
Man, you can find me on, make sure you go on the X world. You can find me individually right there at Drewski Self-Made, baby. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok and Threads at Drewski. That's ITZDRUSKI, all one word. And you can also follow me on YouTube. Go into the search bar, type in Sports Raps. That's Raps with a Z, as you'll see all the content that I'll have for the Dallas-Fort Worth area teams going down. And then I'll have all the vlogs coming for this season coming up for sure. We're going to have a lot of Cowboy vlogs as we go into the game. So check me out on YouTube at Drewski Sports Raps, baby.
There we go, brother. I'm loving it. Hey, Pierre, what about you, brother? Where can they find you, man?
Yes, indeed. You guys can find me personally on X at Skywalker42811. You can also find Welton Sports Radio on the X as well at W Sports Radio. And again, we'll have all kinds of good stuff talking about high school football here in New Jersey and just talking about sports overall, period, on both of those channels. And real quick, Juicy, I got to ask you real quick, what do you think of SMU's move to the ACC for next season?
Man, great question. I think it's about finally time SMU is trying to get this look, because for the years they've been trying to get into the Big 12, but the Big 12 wants no part of them. For some reason, I don't know why. We all know what SMU history is. The only thing I don't like about it is that they basically, it kind of remind me of how, if we're all familiar, how Tupac took the deal to go to death row when he was in jail. It was like SMU's in jail and don't nobody want to get them out. So they like basically have to consent to whatever they can get just to get out of there. I don't like that they have to pay their way to get into the ACC and not take any TV revenue for the next 9 years. That's a big ouch, but SMU is big. It's a big ups to see them finally get into at least a Power 5, a good conference now. So I like it.
For sure.
No, I'm with you, man. And I like that move a lot. I'll tell you, man, covering high school football, man, this man does it real good down there covering Irvington, of course. Great high school there. Pierre, I got to ask you this, man. Bergen Catholic. I think you know a thing or two about this new high school.
Oh yeah.
Man, wow. Shamanah Madonna came up there to visit them, and it wasn't pretty. 61-21. That's the number 17 in the nation. Putting it down.
Well, actually, Bergen Catholic went down there.
Oh, Bergen Catholic went down there.
Yeah, they went down there, and it got ugly for sure. It got ugly.
Yeah, they got man. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, but, for sure.
I will tell you, man. The team, it's okay to keep up with these guys. Duncanville, man. They are right now the current number 8 team in the country, man. Y'all just down Rockledge 44-0 a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Man. Yeah. I mean, over there in the DFW, man. How you feel about Duncanville right now, man?
Man, Duncanville, this has been something. This has been a train that's been moving for about the last 5-6 years. They just couldn't get over the hump against Galena North Park Shore, who's they're doing just as good down south in Houston. So they might just meet up again in this thing, make it Dallas-Houston and AT&T Stadium. But Duncanville they're just on that train. It's just going to be up to them. It's going to be up to DeSoto to be probably the only team, them, maybe South Lake Carroll in the area that can challenge Duncanville. But Duncanville's just on another level.
No, man, absolutely. How about Irvington this year, man? How they looking, Pierre?
Irvington's lost their first couple of games, and they were supposed to play yesterday, but due to weather issues, not going to play until Monday. So hopefully they can get back going again against East Orange here. Now, just a note on both of those teams, in 2021, both of those teams won their respective sectional and group titles, did Irvington and East Orange. So should be a pretty good matchup come Monday afternoon.
Absolutely. And we all know East Orange, West Orange, big rivalry in New Jersey.
For sure.
And just, so once again, and over here in SoCal, man, it's just all good. Modern days, eating everyone like a sandwich. St. John Bosco's looking to win another title, man. Both of them are going to go head-to-head again. It's just, Corona Centennial doing their thing. We got some. So once again, y'all, I love this high school football talk, man. I love how we can bring it together and do what we do. And just once again, man, I appreciate you guys so much for being here tonight or this morning. Enjoy your days, y'all. We got 30 minutes to kick off exactly. I see the clock over there. Please, man, join me again. That was so much fun. I had a great time with y'all today. My bad, gotta move this dang thing over here. But hey, appreciate y'all so much, man. Appreciate y'all so very much. We appreciate you again for being here and showing love and being a part of the show, man. Every Sunday we're gonna do this, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You guys ever want to join up? We definitely got to have you back on, and you know how it goes, man. So appreciate you both again. Have a wonderful, blessed Sunday. Enjoy the game. And tonight, well, let's just say I'm gonna be tweeting y'all here, okay? We're gonna be getting the tweets on tonight, and I think there's a little group I put together here. We're gonna talk some crap. Make sure to remind me when my Raiders lose that they suck later on. Anyway, guys, hey, appreciate y'all so much. Have a wonderful day. Take care, y'all. God bless, and we'll see you soon.
Appreciate it, man.
Y'all for going.
Shout out to you,
Peace. Yes, sir. All right, later.
Well, there we go, man. Big ups to our boys, man. Once again, Mr. Pierre Moss and Mr. Pierre Moss and Mr. Drewski, man. I'm over here like, wait a minute. That was a fun one. And, well, there's only one thing left to do tonight, y'all. Well, today. So I keep on saying tonight, this morning, and that is to cue that music. Because we are up out of here. That's going to do it, y'all. The show is over, but we have ourselves a whole bunch of football. So realistically, the show is just beginning. Thank you so much for being here today. Y'all are amazing. That was a great show, and definitely appreciate you guys so much. Davidson Crooks says down here, Titans by 4, hopefully. Well, we shall see. Today is a big day. Who's going to do what? Who's winning what? Who's going where? All those picks, hey, they could, who knows? All of them could be wrong. All of them could be right. Set your fantasy lineup. Be ready to roll. Get your picks in for your picks leagues. Have fun with it, guys. Today is going to be a fun one, no doubt. It is kickoff. Thursday Night Football said it all. Can this Sunday bring new hope for some teams who may be looking hopeless? Can it bring more dominance for teams that have been looking dominant? We shall find out, y'all. So, big ups and shout out to our sponsor right here, the one and the only, Planet Jerky. Delicious premium brisket jerky. Always a delicious treat. Trust me, next weekend, y'all, just trust me on this. Order you a bag of this, a couple bags of this, and enjoy some football next week. It's just the only way to do a Sunday, y'all. So once again, big ups to our sponsors, Planet Jerky. Show them some love. PlanetJerky.net. Delicious jerky. And, hey, the official jerky of IE Sports Radio. Also, big ups to my listeners today, everybody in the chat room, man. We appreciate you all so very much. Our boy Davidson Crooks, Marcus Lewis Gray, Adam Karnick in the chat today. Once again, big ups. Thank you to my guests, Pierre Moss and Drewski. That was a lot of fun. Definitely going to be getting back at it next week. And, of course, big ups to all of you. As I always say, big ups to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, nothing is possible. And, of course, big ups to all you guys out there for listening and being a part of IE Sports Radio. As I always say, y'all, show us some love. Head on over to IESportsRadio.com. Sign up. Become a part of our community. Get in that blog, talk in our forums, have fun. You can follow me, your boy Larry B, at the THEE_LB53. You can also follow the show at 3 and Out, all spelled out, IESR, and follow the entire station at IE Sports Radio. That, of course, is at IE Sports Radio, all spelled out. We appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for making this show what it is. Y'all are the real MVP. So, with that said, y'all, we will see y'all coming up next week. This show is going to be rolling on all kinds of days, and it's going to be a good show all throughout the year. Once again, we appreciate you all so very much. For all of my guests, for me, your boy Larry B, this has been 3 and Out. I will see y'all next week. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.